I could do this all day, every day,
You
Kyle.
heard him, chat. All day, every day. This is split decision number 2. We're about to go over. First of all, I'm your host, Kyle. That's my boy, Trent. He's the co host. We're about to go
So,
over our, I guess, preview picks for this latest UFC dumpster fire card, even though the last 3 fights are still pretty good. And that's the 3 that we're going to focus on right now. The last 3 fights are between big boy Paddy Pimblett and Ricardo Vargas. 2 guys we've really haven't seen a whole lot of in the UFC, right, Trent? Just 2 kind of not unknowns, but
right.
Paddy's obviously got a little bit more hype coming in. He's a former, Cage Warrior champion, the same organization that Conor came from. And Ricardo Vargas is kind of an unknown here too. So I guess we're kind of just. What are your initial thoughts on that matchup? Obviously, we want to see more from Paddy, right?
Right. Wait, Kyle, stop this. Hold on a second.
Just roll through it. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, okay, all
Who
right.
gives a fuck? Roll through it.
No, I was gonna go. I wanted to go on a side rant.
Rant.
first.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
chat. This is what we do here, Split. We don't
All
fucking
right, yeah,
cut,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Go for it. You want to rant? Hey,
Well,
rant.
maybe sometimes we cut. But
Rant, bro.
anyways,
Let's go.
so I do. So I was looking at this card earlier today, and I was just looking at like Gunnar Nelson. Like I didn't even. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a bum card, but I was looking at like who are these people, and I'm looking at like Gunnar Nelson. He's fighting like Takashi Sato, and just for some reason, like I just got set off about like I don't know, Asian mixed martial arts. And like I just started thinking about this. Yes, but this is a mixed MMA podcast, so let me get to where I'm going with this.
Hey,
I'm
chat,
really
chat.
like
Pump the brakes. All right, just let him roll.
I really have an issue with the fact that there hasn't been like any reigning like convincing like Asian champion like recently or in a while. And it's just weird to me because like I don't know, like mixed martial arts and like all these martial arts and kung fu all originated in like Asia and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't I'm waiting for like I'm rooting for it, and I thought Zhang Weili was gonna be it, dude. I thought Zhang Weili was gonna be it, and I was like rooting for her ass,
She's
and
got
like
a
I
rematch.
want this to happen.
She's got a rematch.
Yeah, she got but. I don't know, like Rose shocked the world again. So like I'm just waiting for somebody like where martial arts like originated and like where there's like so much like lush history. Like I'm waiting for like a champion to come out of that area. Like I'm just been waiting for that,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
it's just and another thing that bothers me is that like a lot of people get caught up in these like fake like kind of kung fu cults, right? And like like I don't know where I see these videos of people doing like Tai Chi on YouTube, and a guy like flicks his finger, and like 25 people go like flying backwards. You know
It's
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
Detroit
Like
security training guy. Yeah, it's
yeah,
bullshit.
like people need to stop wasting their time. Like that's not what people should think of when they think of like Asian mixed martial arts, because there is like a lot of like history and like a lot of good stuff back there. But I I don't know, man. I'm just waiting for like a champion to like represent that whole like a good champion, like not. And I'm not talking about Pride because those were like weird, like almost
Yeah,
WWE
no.
type fights sometimes. Like they were just for like shock value a lot of the time, and like I'm
Sure.
looking for somebody to like embody like the mixed martial arts, like the Asian mixed martial arts spirit, and like. We've had hints at it. We got Korean Zombie, who's like up there. You know what I'm saying? But like, looking
So
for like some. You know what I'm.
so almost to me, it sounds almost pseudo reverse racist. Like you want an Asian guy to be a champion, or an Asian woman to be a champion.
I mean,
But why? Like why?
Why?
What's the fixation with you wanting to see a champion come out of Korea? Like you gotta
I
earn that
don't
shit.
know. I guess I was just. I don't know. I don't
You shouldn't be.
know. I
You
mean,
shouldn't be given it because you came from a culture where mixed martial arts thrived. You should appreciate that culture and become an elite level fighter from it, and then win your championships. There are tons.
right.
There are a lot of Muay Thai. Like Muay Thai is a very very big promotion in away from America, overseas, right? You know, Muay Thai fights do like really good numbers over in like Thailand, obviously, and fucking Philippines and shit like that. There's a ton of fucking really talented elite level fighters that are over there. that make plenty of money doing that shit. It just hasn't crossed over here yet. Kickboxing's not even big in America, but over in Europe, huge sport. So I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You're saying you would like to see somebody who can embody the spirit of like, Japanese jiu-jitsu or whatever the hell it was back in the day, and come across here to America and do it in the UFC and do it at an elite level. And that's okay. I have no problem with that if that were to happen. But I mean, like, look at the talent pool that you have in the UFC right now, right? Like, where are the really, really good Asian? I'm not, this isn't just on Asian people, but like, since we brought it up, where are the really top, high-level Asian fighters? You have Chan Sung Jung, right? You got Song Yadong, who's on the come up, and he's looking okay. He's 24, a lot of experience. This motherfucker's young. And then you got Wei Li, right? But what are the others? And I'm not saying what are the others isn't like, oh, you don't know. I don't know. So like,
I don't know either.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
So
that's what I'm saying, though. It's just so weird for where all like.
But I know, but that's on them. That's on those fighters. So I think what you should be saying is, fighters that are over there, get fucking ready and come over to the UFC and start kicking ass. That's what you should be saying.
Like,
Shit
take a challenge, man. Yeah. Like, step up to the occasion. Like, don't be practicing. Don't be wasting your time. Like, if you're in Asia, don't be wasting your time with these kung fu cults, bro. Get out of the kung fu cult. Don't let some guy like beat you up every week and then tell you like, oh, to learn the next move, it's like $200 a month. If you're not learning self-defense, if you're not learning like any of the basic disciplines in MMA, bro, get the fuck out of there and like go practice some real shit. Because I see some goofy looking like mixed martial. I'm just saying, like, Asia, you need to accept the challenge. Like, Russia's got their champions, Brazil's got their champions, USA's got their champions. Like,
even England's got one.
Come on, yeah.
New
Ireland
got one
come
too.
On. Ireland, like little Ireland, it's an island, bro. Like, come on.
All right, so there's.
No, wait. Technically, Russia's part of Asia, so maybe I just put my foot in my mouth.
I think some parts of Russia are Asian, and then other parts are European. So it's a big ass fucking nation. Basically, its own continent. To tell you the truth. Yeah. But like 97% of it's unpopulated because it's covered in fucking ice and like polar bears and shit. So whatever. But anyway, there's your rant, chat. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know how long that took, but hey, Trent would like to see some Asian competitors come over to the UFC. Perform very well. Use the basic tenets of, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, kickboxing, Muay Thai.
I know they're out there. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know. Like, send them over here. Like, they don't have to all go to one in pride. Like, send a legitimate champion over the UFC. Come on. I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah, I mean, ONE FC, dude. I mean, I'm sure ONE FC pays their guys pretty well just because they probably have a lot of money. Whoever's running that promotion. Yeah. Over there, they probably do good numbers, I would assume. I've seen their social metrics versus like UFC and NBA and shit. They do a fucking lot of like engagements on social media. So if that's an indication, which it's not always an indication of money flow, but if that is any indication, then they do have an audience and they probably have some money going around. But I agree with you. The UFC, if you're real about your MMA, real about being a fighter, UFC is the spot where you want to become better. You want to be the best. That's where you can prove yourself the most, and it's definitely the most credentialed. All right. So there you go, Chad. There's your
I'm not trying to be reverse racist or anything.
Huh?
No, I'm not trying to be reverse. I'm not saying like I just want a champion.
It's just because you said Asian. You came out of the gate with Asian. It's not racist. Okay? If anyone in the chat says it's racist, there you go. Kill yourself. All right, so here we go. Now we're back on track. Okay, now we're starting 2. That was our rant. Now we're starting episode 2. Here we go. So as I said before we wanted to do the rant. We got Paddy Pimblett attacking Rodrigo Vargas, okay? And that's how it should be, in my opinion. This should be a Paddy Pimblett fucking exhibition. If he's really as good as he thinks he is, right, this should be exhibition time, where he's proving himself and proving his skills and showing us how good he is at this level and how good he could be at the next level. I just want, what's your opinions going into this Paddy fight, man? I know that a couple days ago you said you're sort of pseudo-fanning. You were okay with him?
Yeah, I like Paddy. Dude, I'm a big, like, hey, listeners, you'll figure this out as we go along, but I'm kind of more like a vibe. Like, Kyle's very, like, stats. Like, you need to do this on paper for me to, like
I'm in
get behind you or feel a certain way. Like, it's got to be... Yeah, it's got to be like fucking, and that's all he cares about is like what somebody's doing while they're in that cage. Where I'm more of like, I look at everything basically, like guy's personality, like like they're.
Yes, yes, that is true. What he's saying is true.
Yeah. So yeah. So I don't know. I'm getting a like good vibe from Patty. I feel like yeah, there's excitement behind him.
Sure.
Historically I don't really like the fighters that come in and like make a big scene and then fucking like don't really back it up. So Kyle was kind of like, "Oh, you think you like Patty?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I do." Cuz like I feel like he's just kind of a exuberant like motherfucker, like just kind of like a happy dude, and like he's got like good excitement behind him. I don't
Talks a
feel
lot of
like
shit.
he's like a
Talks a lot of shit.
loud, yeah, like I don't feel like he's like kind of Conor McGregor, like always trying to like, he's just exciting and like people like his energy, and that's why people are like getting after him. It's not like he's like doing fucked up stuff to like get attention or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I like the guy's energy. I think I'm a little bit of fan. I'm buying in the like. Well, this is his hype fight. I think there's a lot riding on this fight for Patty because like
Yeah.
yeah, we saw his last fight. Whoop de doo. Like that was like your little fed a little first fight or something like that.
Yeah. I
I
know that
think
he
people
just
are
I know that he just started talking shit about Georgians. Like that was a big thing. That's why he got in that fight.
Georgians.
Yeah. Did you see the other guy on the card,
Oh
Ilya,
no.
whatever his
Oh
name is,
no.
um,
Patty, what are you doing, bro?
Ilya Topura, whatever. He's 11-0.
Like people from the country Georgia.
He's a Georgian. He apparently this Ilya guy punched him like they're at a meeting together or whatever. There's guys around, and he punched him in the face, or he tried to. I don't think he hit. But he definitely threw a punch and he threw something at him because Patty had mentioned some like really like distasteful remarks about Georgia, his country.
Well, I don't like to hear that the guy's racist.
I don't know the specifics. I don't know the specifics, but let's just
What
say for all intents
decision
and purposes.
here? Guy Kyle likes him because he's racist. I don't. No, I'm just joking.
Well, you're the one who said you like Patty, so technically you're on the hot seat now, buddy.
Yeah, but this is like split. Like this is like hot, hot news right now. Like you just interrupted me mid Patty rant, and you were like, "And by the way, he's racist, Trent." And I'm like,
I never
"Oh."
said he was racist. I said that I wanted your opinions on what he said.
My like,
I wanted your
what?
opinions on what he said about the Georgians.
I don't like that. I know. I mean, I'm never gonna be like, hey, like, I'm glad this guy said some racist shit. Like, what? No,
Okay,
dude,
so I have what he said.
To me,
I have what he said. I have what he said, and then you can
to
determine.
me,
Okay?
that's not what split decision embodies.
I have what he said. Okay, so FYI, quote, the baddie was called out for tweeting, quote, "Lad, how stupid are these Georgians, man? No wonder the Russians terrorized their lives in April of last year." That's what he said.
No, that's not good, Fatty. That's not good. That's not good, Patty.
Same. You like them,
That's
so
not
what's
good.
the? You like them. I don't. Again, dude, I'm not someone who cares about what the fuck he says on Twitter. To be honest with you, okay, I care about how he is.
Right.
So
that's
I'm
more
on.
up my alley. So yeah, I'm a little. I think that's a little weird. Yeah, we don't need to be like. That's not a good look, bro.
No.
That's not a good look.
You're absolutely right.
That's not a good look.
It's definitely not. But to your credit,
I want to act like you right now, and let's just like focus on this fight. Let's just see, dude. And people, he's young, and people. I will say this.
come around.
People say stupid shit when they're young and getting popular. So,
Here we go.
whatever.
There's a statute of limitations apparently on racism, according to Trent.
No, that's not what I'm
It
trying to say.
depends on how good the fighter is, bro. It really depends on how much he likes. No, we're kidding. This is all new information that Trent just got, so we're obviously he can have a change of opinion when he.
I'm saying that comment was stupid,
Yes,
and hopefully it was just being dumb and immature.
Very dumb. Nobody should be spouting shit like that at all. It's just nonsense. But
not a good look. And yeah, I mean, you're gonna. Here's the thing: you're gonna fight all different types of like people.
You're gonna fight these Georgians.
You can't get like all fired up that somebody's not from the same country as you. Like this is literally like Gladiator, like back in the day, bro. It's like naked dudes in the Olympics wrestling each other.
Human cockfighting.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the war of like it's like the ultimate like two warriors from different countries meeting to like see who's better. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole thing. Like,
and the thing is, I think he is going to. I think these guys are in the same weight class. So I'm pretty positive that he's eventually going to fight this guy anyway, since the storyline just.
Right.
And that's the other part of it too here. How much of this could be storylines? Because this guy didn't say shit before. Now all of a sudden, now it's brought up because Paddy's got a name and he's in the UFC and Illy's in the UFC. Either way, what I'm saying to you is, you focus on how they are as people, right? That's a big thing that you take in, and that's whatever. That's
Yeah.
fine. You can have that. That's cool. I don't really give a shit about that stuff because I think most human beings are pieces of shit regardless. Anyway, so I don't really care.
Yeah, but some are extra pieces of shit. Though.
Sure, some are pieces of shit more so than others, for sure. But you're a piece of shit. You piece of shit. You piece of shit, right? You piece of shit. You piece of shit. Who gives a fuck? What the only thing I'm concerned with, as you said earlier, is how they act in that cage. And what I see with Paddy, I think Paddy is a good stand-up fighter. I think he's got decent grappling abilities too. But again, he hasn't done it against anybody that I can really go,
Right.
that guy's definitely the homie. Like, this guy's definitely got some fucking ability in front of him. Like, his biggest win in the UFC is his only win in the UFC, and it's fucking this one random chub. What's his fucking name?
Right.
You know what I mean? This random homie. His record is not even on fucking Wikipedia. Here we go. What is this about? Tapology. Let's see if we got it here.
Horrible.
You know? And that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying with Paddy is he needs more. It's like Sean O'Malley, man. Sean O'Malley's been fighting for a couple of years now, and he's got this hype and the fucking hair and all that bullshit, and he's a good kickboxer, whatever.
Yeah.
But has he really fought anybody that I can look at and go, that was a good performance against a really tough opponent, and that means he can do it against the best? No, and that's where I'm at with Paddy. I think Paddy's got promise. 17-3 is not a fucking bad record coming in. He's a former champion in another promotion overseas, so he's got something going for him. But like you said before, this is definitely a fight where we're looking for something out of Paddy. You're looking for, if he wins this like in a convincing 15-minute fight, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, we'll give you another fucking chance here. We'll give you another fight, obviously, depending on what his contract is on. But be convincing. Give me something. Give me something I can look at and go, damn, that was impressive. Give me something. That's what I'm looking for. So with Paddy, with this fight, dude, honestly, I wouldn't bet on this unless you're taking Paddy either money line in a parlay because he's probably heavily favored. Let me just look at the betting lines right now, just so I can fucking not spout.
Yeah, I might
shit
put
here.
25 down on this for like a TKO or something like that. We'll see.
It's either a non-finish for that fight for me, or I'm parlaying. I'm parlaying with it. Yeah, let's go. Gunnar Nelson, Paddy. Paddy's fucking minus 650. So you got to parlay that with something if you're gonna take him money line or fight line, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's definitely money line. But if you're looking for something specific, either maybe like round 3 to start, I'd say that's a pretty decent one to look at. Round 3 probably to start, depending on the odds on that. Round 2 to start. If you want to work those into parlays, that's probably what you're looking for. You're not going to take 650 straight up unless you're fucking Floyd Mayweather throwing 40 grand down. You're not doing it. Okay? So the next fight we're looking at, since we've already discussed, we just need something from Paddy on that one. The next fight is a highly touted lightweight coming in. Arnold Allen, 17-1. He's won 8 straight in the UFC. Again, he's number 7 in the world. And now you're starting to he's fighting Dan Hooker. So, like, this is what we were talking about beforehand. Like, you're looking for, this is sort of what he's got with Paddy. Or this is the opposite of Paddy. Paddy's fighting bums. This guy's fought bums, completed that mission. Now he's fighting durable Dan Hardy. Not Dan Hardy. Dan Hooker.
Dan Hooker.
Yeah. Dan Hooker is a durable lightweight, been in the top 5 for a while, been in the top 10 for a while now, too, as well. So, this is a big fight for Arnold Allen. You got any thoughts?
Yeah, I think this is Arnold Allen's fight to win. I think, honestly, he will win this.
Yep.
I've never seen the guy fight. I just have a feeling. I'm not really impressed with Dan Hooker, and like Dan Hooker most recently also. Maybe since like past 2 years.
Yeah.
I feel like every time Dan Hooker meets that kind of middle, maybe like where somebody is where he's at, like, but a little bit better, like he just gets overtaken by him, because like he's not getting beaten by champions. I mean, a couple of them are probably going to become champions.
I mean, what you're saying
Islam,
is true, man.
Dustin, I don't know.
He's got. Do you remember Bisping
Poirier's
before he
weird.
won the title? How he was always losing to that next stepping stone competition. He lost to like
Yeah.
Mandalay. He lost to fucking Vitor. He lost to Luke before he beat him for the title. This is
Right.
sort of similar with Dan, right?
Right.
He's lost to anyone that's considered elite over the last 4 years. He's lost to. Okay.
Yeah.
He lost. This is
Edson
wild.
Barboza, Dustin Poirier,
Yep.
Michael Chandler, Islam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Islam.
Even Yair
Islam.
Rodriguez from like 2015 lost to him.
Yeah. Yeah, anybody who's anybody in this division he's lost to. So, I don't know. I'm not feeling that great about Dan Hooker. And
Right.
how old is Dan Hooker now? 32.
Gotta be in
He's
his
still got
30s.
he's still got some time left. But I kind of see him winding up as a journeyman, and And Arnold Allen looks like he's skyrocketing right now. Wait, what's his record?
Arnold Allen's only 28 too. He's 17-1.
17-1, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's a rocket ship, bro. That's
Dude,
a rocket
he's
ship.
won
So
8
like,
straight.
I
He's won 4
don't
straight
like.
decisions, but
Okay, I'm looking at his record now. I don't like that he's gone to decision.
right.
Uh, 6 of his last 7 fights.
Yeah,
That kind
it
of
is concerning.
sucks. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of like decision fighters, like in general. Like people that are going to decision often. Like give me a
This is the
decisive
same guy who
victory
loves
every
George
once in a
St.
while. Give me
Pierre.
something. What?
This is the same guy who loves George St. Pierre. Come on.
Well, yeah. Dude,
like you said.
come on.
No.
Nothing
Like you said,
opposed to George St. Pierre.
like you said, you haven't watched this kid fight, so you don't know how he fights. So it could be
Right.
systematic breakdown, sort of like how GSP did it back in the day.
Yeah,
right?
if it's a
Could be something
domination,
like
then that's interesting.
Exactly.
But
Could be something like that. We don't know.
okay, all right, we'll give that to him. But yeah. So I mean, I'm looking for big things from Allen.
I mean, look at
and
the names.
even if he doesn't do big things, he's like still pretty young. So
Yeah, he's
I
28
think
years
give him
old.
another fight.
He's 28 years old and he only knows how to
yeah.
win. You know, that's good. As a 28-year-old kid, if you fought 18 fucking times professionally and you've lost once, you're doing well. And you're in the UFC, you're doing well. Okay? The names that he's beaten are not stellar names. Gilbert Melendez was good 10 years ago. Okay? This is him off roids now too, since he got fucking
Right.
roasted. Nick Lentz hasn't been good since he been Nick Lentz. Sorry. The dentist, get the fuck out of here. Sadiq Youssef, exactly. We just talked
Smiling Sam Alvey.
just talked about him being sort of a journeyman bum like the other day, or not a journeyman bum, but like a new bum coming through the other day. So, you know, this will be Allen's first fight in a while. Last time he fought was April of last year, so this will be his first fight in a good little bit. But like you said earlier, I agree. I think the bigger bet or the better bet here is to look at Allen to sort of control this fight and maybe just sort of grapple down Dan Hooker, maybe get him in the clinch, dirty box him a little bit, wear on him. You know, I think this is definitely going to go the distance. Dan Hooker's not really known to be some wild
Finisher.
fucking, you know, finishing motherfucker. Yeah, 22 wins, 11 knockouts. His last knockout win was 2019 against James Vick. You know, who's this? James Vick. James Vick hasn't been good since he's been James Vick. That's all I'm going to say. So, I don't know, man. It's I like Dan Hooker. Like I said, I think he's durable, but I think he's fought the best, and he hasn't really performed against the best. And that's very telling for me. You know what I mean? It's not like he's fought one of the top guys and then got squashed.
Right.
And now it's his comeback. He's fought Edson, like you said. He's fought Dustin.
Yeah, he's
fought
been through them all. I can't get ahead of any
fought
of them.
Islam. He just can't
Right.
get ahead of any of these elite guys that are in this division. And Edson's not even elite anymore. At the time, Edson was. At the time, Edson was a fantastic fighter. Edson's kind of getting worn down now as time goes on. But like you said,
yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think this is definitely Allen's fight to win. He's going to look at this as a huge opportunity. He's at the prime age of fucking 28 years old. He's 17-1. This guy's got to give it his all, and I think he's going to fucking UD Dan Hooker. I don't think he's going to finish him, but I think he can UD him easily. So if I'm taking that bet, I'm taking Allen money line minus 120. That's solid fucking value. Or I'm taking him to get the UD for I don't know what it would be on your if you look at the prop, but I'm just giving you the basic fucking money line rundown right now. But I'm looking at Allen to be a solid bet. If you're looking to throw money on this goddamn fight, definitely Allen's one of the guys I'm looking for. All right, next fight. This is a big boy fight. These are
the big boy.
This is the
Get your big boy pants on.
These are the lottos. You know what I'm saying? The big boys. This is number 11 in the heavyweight division. Tom Aspinall. My motherfucker's coming off of I don't know how many knockouts this man's got going right now, or finishes at least. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row, I believe. And these aren't all UFC. He went to Cage Warriors and full contact contender, but still, he's fucking finishing these motherfuckers. He's ever since he was 5-2, KO, TKO, 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 submission, rear naked choke, TKO. That's 7 finishes in a row over this for Tom Aspinall. So, I mean, I guess big things are coming through for the homie. I mean, he's number 11 right now. I don't know if Volkov is ranked right now. Volkov's what, number 6? That shows you how shitty the heavyweight division is. That a guy like Volkov is still number 6, bro. Get the fuck out of here. But
Volkov is like, I don't know, dude. You don't know what kind of Volkov you're gonna get sometimes. And I say this about a lot of fighters, and I'll continue to say it. Like, he's just one of those dudes. Like, You don't know his game plan just perplexes me sometimes. Like he's a super tall fighter, super tall, like has this huge advantage
Right.
over everybody and doesn't use his reach like he should sometimes.
Six,
Like
seven,
I'm not
80 inch
saying all
reach.
the time. I mean, he has lots of TKO like
He has
victories
skill.
and like
He has
yeah,
skill.
he has skill and like sometimes it just all comes together for him and sometimes it doesn't.
Huh?
Like and I just can't put my stock into a fighter like that. I can't give him a goat. I can't give him like the stamp of a goat. You know what I'm
Well, he's
saying?
definitely not. He's
Or
not a goat at all. In any
right.
realm. Yeah.
But this is this is criteria to be a goat.
Sure. And he's never gonna be a goat. I'll tell you that straight up. Just he's
Right,
never gonna be. I
exactly.
mean,
So you don't know what you're gonna get with Volkov, and Aspinall is supposed to be on the like
come
he's
up.
supposed to be coming up right now.
He's 28. He's young,
His
dude.
first fight in the
He's
UFC,
young, man.
he said he wasn't impressed with it. How am I supposed to be impressed with something that you're not even impressed with yourself? You know what I'm saying? So,
This is
his
Aspinall. This is
first,
Aspinall. He said he wasn't impressed with
yeah,
his first fight.
he was like, oh, I could have done this better, and it wasn't the showing I wanted, like in his first
He
UFC.
got a first
Uh,
round TKO in 45 seconds. So if he is unhappy with that, that's good to me because this motherfucker wants to do it better. He can't really do it much better than the
Wait,
first round knockout.
maybe I'm thinking of the wrong fight.
You probably are, but let's just for all intents. Hey, it's a split decision podcast, all right? We'll say what the fuck we want to say. Let's just for all intents and
Yeah.
purposes say he said that. That's a good thing, okay? The fact that he would be disappointed with a fucking first round knockout, first round, first minute
Right,
knockout.
right.
But I don't think he did say that. But let's just say he did. That's a good thing. But continue on with what you're after that.
But anyways, yeah, he's supposed to be on the like up and comers list, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just don't know what to say about these heavyweights these days.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. Kind
I
of a
really
crapshoot.
don't know what to say about the division.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a shit division. I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like light heavyweight is a shit division. Then
Oh,
I'm hearing like people are rumoring about John Jones stepping into heavyweight now. Like while Ngannou's gone. Like I don't know how to feel about anything right now. Like with these two divisions, like light heavyweight sucks, heavyweight sucks. A lot of the fighters in the division suck. It could go either way. It's like a one punch. It's a lot of these and Volkov has all the tools to be a great champion. He has the height, the reach, the knockout power, and like he just doesn't use it sometimes. So I don't know, but like Aspinall, I think he's a little more hyped up right now because people think he's going to be a little more well rounded.
I mean, he's coming
But
off
I don't know.
fucking like he's coming off 7 finishes in a row.
Right,
This guy's terrifying. As a heavyweight, this
right,
guy's fucking terrifying. I mean, he weighs. Let's just see what his weight is. He comes in at 250, so he's probably pretty athletic for a heavyweight. You know, most heavyweights that are unathletic are like the Tai Tuivasas or Derek Lewis's, where they're a little bit fatter and carry more weight. They don't have to cut a lot. They probably have to cut a little bit, but it's natural when they're just coming in through their fight camp. This guy probably doesn't cut that much weight, to be honest with you. He probably walks around 270.
yeah.
That's easy. So he's probably more
I don't.
athletic.
I just don't.
He's probably more athletic heavyweight. But the big thing, the good thing that he has going for him against Volkov, Volkov's 6'7", 80-inch reach. Tom Aspinall's 6'5", 78-inch reach. So it's not too bad. So I don't think there's
Right,
going to be.
that's true.
I don't think there's going to be a huge dispute over length in this fight. And like you said before, Volkov's not really known to be. Oh, let me keep my length, use my jab well. Let me use my teep kicks here, keep them away. He's not really known to be that kind of guy. So
Right.
I don't think that's going to happen regardless. A battle over the jab here, if you will, or range. What I see when I look at Volkov, man, is a decent. He's a decent kickboxer. He has power. He has length. He has reach. But like you said before, he just can't put that shit together. So it doesn't really matter. The guys that
Right.
he's lost to are all in the top 5 right now, I think, or at least in the top 6 in the heavyweight division. Derek Lewis, Curtis Blades, and Gane. So he's faced those. He's faced the top 3 or top 3 of the top 3 of the top 6. And he's gotten destroyed by all of them. He got knocked out by fucking Derek
Right.
Lewis. That's obvious. I mean, you're gonna get knocked out by Derek Lewis knocks everybody out, so it's not something to shame your head over. But then he came back and fought Greg Hardy. What a step down, right? Why would you take that fight anyway? What a step down. Greg Hardy fucking sucks.
Right.
Then he came back and he fought Curtis Blades, who was probably top 5 at
And
the
he
time.
went 3 rounds
Got
with
rocked.
Greg Hardy. This is what I'm talking about, bro.
Right.
You're winning that fight all day.
That's a
Just
good
start
tip. Yeah,
jabbing
three-
Greg Hardy. That big baby's gonna fold like a fucking
You should.
I don't know. Insert pun there or
You
whatever.
should fold. You should fold like a lawn chair, motherfucker. Are you kidding me? This guy just came from the
Big
NFL. He's already
baby.
out of the UFC. He's already out of the UFC. This guy is not good enough. Not good enough. And you went 3 rounds with him and won a UD. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
And then he fought Walt
nah.
Harris. TKO'd him, body kicks and punches. Looking good. Walt Harris kind of sucks though, so who gives a fuck? And then you got Alistair Overeem like at the end of his career. And a prime Alistair Overeem probably destroys an Alexander Volkov. Probably decimates him. So, at the end of Alistair's career here, I guess, that doesn't really do much for me. And again, the fact that Alistair Overeem was still like in the top 7 or 8 at that time speaks volumes how shitty heavyweight is as a division, as an overall division. It's very, 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 very volatile. Very shitty that guy was still up there at age fucking 40 or whatever the hell he was at the time.
Right.
Then he fought Cyril Gahn, dominated, lost a decision, and then he beat Marcin Tybura. You know what I mean? Like, again, another decision. So, with me, Volkov isn't this convincing heavyweight champion, kickboxer. He just doesn't seem like the guy that can dictate fights at heavyweight. He seems like a guy who shows up and then tries to figure it the fuck out. And I don't like that. I want some guy, if you have the attributes, have a game plan. Perfect the game plan. Do something to perfect your attributes that are better than the rest. Okay, and he clearly has attributes. But I don't know. So, if you're betting on this fight...
Long story short, my opinion is I kind of want Aspinall. I don't care about Volkov. I don't care if he wins.
I'd like to see Aspinall win.
Yeah, I want to see Aspinall win. At least he's an up-and-comer. At least he's trying to do something with his life instead of just sucking up oxygen like Volkov. I don't know.
Volkov's also Russian, so right now. No, just kidding. He has nothing to do with that shit. Or maybe he does. We don't know. Split decision. But with Aspinall, bro... Aspinall, I'd like to see Aspinall continue this streak of finishes. It's been a while since we've had someone in the heavyweight division who, one, is actually like an elite, well-rounded fighter. And I don't know if Aspinall is that guy yet, but the fact that he's TKOing people left and fucking right is the next shades of like what we've seen the last 4 or 5 years. It's always been these blood gut, beasts of men that are just TKOing people left and right. But you don't really know if they're technically well-rounded or whatever. Like Francis, right? Francis improved in his last fight, but we don't really... Before that, he didn't look well-rounded at all. The most well-rounded guy in the division was definitely Stipe, and then he looked a little bit more well-rounded against Cyril Gahn. Cyril Gahn's never been really well-rounded either. He's more of a kickboxer. You don't really know how he would do against an elite-level wrestler. You don't know. So there's... With the heavyweight division, I'd like to see someone sort of take the reins and be... at least a legacy guy for a little bit. I know we just got off of Stipe, but we're moving on from Stipe. I think the division's going to move on in total. Stipe's an old guy now, so we got to move on from that. But I'd like to see someone sort of take the reins at heavyweight and take that division to the next level. I honestly, and this is going to be a hot take, but I honestly think...
maybe Jones stepping in just to suck up the empty title, like...
Wrong, and if he does win a heavyweight title, that's good for him. But either way, what I'd like to see from Aspinall, because I think Francis sort of not backtracked that division a little bit. I think his style has backtracked the division a little bit to these brawlers who have a lot of muscle and want to go out there and fucking stagger people. And that's not what I want out of a fighter. I want a guy who can take you down, do some jiu-jitsu, roll around with you, get into scraps, work the clinch really well. I want a well-rounded motherfucker out there. And again, that's just my opinion, so fuck me. Francis can do whatever the hell he wants. But I think him being champion there sort of moved that division a little bit backward. Because then you saw Cyril, you saw Derek Lewis come through, you've seen Tai Tuivasa now come through. And these guys are clearly not well-rounded individuals, right? They're like Tank Abbott's, but better.
Right.
So I'd like to see Aspinall win this fight. I don't know if you want to take a bet, to be honest with you. I mean, it's very, very even. I mean, right now Volkov is the favorite, but I think that's... Or no, excuse me. Tom Aspinall is now flipped to the favorite. He's minus 130 on a favorite. So that's not bad for a guy who's got 7 fucking TKOs. But if you're betting on this, Volkov's plus 110, Tom Aspinall's minus 130. I think you go with Tom Aspinall on this just because Volkov's the older guy. Tom Aspinall's 28. He's lighter, and he's got the TKO power to back it up. And he's got the most recent TKO power to back it up too. So if you're a betting man, that's what I'd go with. Now, that's the card, and it's a dog shit steamer card. But we have a little bit of time left here. And there's some recent news floating around in the Twitter sphere here, right? This will be the last thing we talk about, by the way. There's some recent news, and I'm not even going to look at the other thing because I just want to give you my raw thoughts on this matchup. But there's some recent news here about Colby Covington possibly stepping up to fight at middleweight to take on Israel Adesanya because, one...
Hot news.
Israel Adesanya has zero competition. Zero competition. Nothing. The middleweight division is fucking... nothing there, okay? Colby Covington obviously is a very, very, very talented fighter. No one can deny that. I don't care if you don't like his personality and all that shit. That's fine. It's a gimmick, okay? He as a fighter is fucking phenomenal, but he's also kind of bottlenecked right now at welterweight, right? Because he's lost to Kamaru twice. This is an interesting matchup that no one really saw coming until like a couple days ago. You have any thoughts on this match? How it would go? How it would play out? Yeah, do you have thoughts on how Colby might do against an Izzy?
Yeah,
Izzy might
actually, I like I said in the previous podcast, or it might have been the one that got deleted, but Colby really impressed me in the first Usman fight. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he stayed in the pocket with Usman and like just went tit for tat for like until his like body like literally got me. Like I don't know. Like he was getting knocked on his ass. Like what are you gonna do at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like he landed some stiff jabs in the last round and put him on his ass. So but Colby was doing great in that fight. I think like as far as keeping up, just giving Usman like competition. So that Colby to me could really beat a lot of people in my opinion. And Izzy, I've seen when he does struggle, it's usually with like somebody that's holding him down and wrestling him to the ground. I mean, look at the Jan fight. Like, yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I could see this fight potentially giving Izzy problems. Like, if Colby's, you know, I don't know when. What is this going to be like a catch weight or like a?
No,
what are they going to do?
No, Colby wants to fight him for the 185 title.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So Colby would be moving up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Colby can handle that weight and like wear it well and everything like that, and not be sluggish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colby might have an advantage. If anybody's gonna beat him, it could be if anybody's gonna beat Izzy at that weight division, it could be Colby moving up. That could be the only option. Then, if Izzy beats Colby, I don't know what's left for Izzy to do, really. And Izzy, I'm a little sick of your recent attitude with the, oh, you got to come and get my belt. Like, oh, I'm going to play this counter puncher game. Like, dude, that's not why I'm buying pay-per-views. That's not why people are your fans. Like, don't be a little bitch. If you're going to be a champion, a UFC champion, show people why you're champion. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit there and wait for somebody to throw a punch the whole time. Go out there and try to win a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, Izzy, just don't you're not Anderson Silva. You're not that awesome. Like, come on.
You heard it first. You heard it here first. He's not that awesome. All right. I agree with you that
you tried to move up weight and you got your ass rocked. Like know your place, bro. Put on an entertaining fight. That's what people want to see.
I agree with the premise that a fighter like Colby, a fighter with Colby's background and attributes, is the only thing that we haven't really seen Israel deal with. A wrestler. A guy who wants to get inside. A guy who's going to blast you with a double, get you in a clinch, get a single leg. I haven't seen that. We also haven't really seen Izzy on his back for a long period of time either. Where I have an issue with the fight is just from pure size standpoint. Izzy's a big-ass middleweight, dude. He's 6'4", lanky as shit. Long arms, long body. And if you remember in the first fight with Usman, or excuse me, the second fight with Usman when it was a little bit more grapple heavy toward the end, Colby couldn't really deal with the clinch too well of Kamaru because he has that length and he's big and Kamaru's generally a good wrestler. So he understands fulcrums and leverage and all that bullshit. So, in my opinion, I think if Colby gets inside on Israel Adesanya and he can get inside at will, then he's definitely got a shot. But getting him to the ground and holding him down is going to be very, very tough. This is a 6'4" natural middleweight.
Good point.
Big boy, comparatively. And Colby's not really a big welterweight either. You know, I'm pretty sure Colby's under. They list him as 5'11". I think that's bullshit. This guy's probably like 5'10". I think that's crap. Short guy. 170.
I'm taking away an inch.
Yeah, I'm taking an inch. 100%. That's house. It's on the house. That's house told.
Took an inch from this man's height.
He's also got 70. He's also only got a 72-inch reach. Izzy's got an 80-inch reach.
That's not good.
That's bad. Bad.
When they measure reach, it's from arm to arm, right? So you have to split.
All the
so
way
it's
across,
3 inches on each side. If you have a 6-inch reach advantage, you have 3 inches on each side.
Yes, correct. So he has 4 inches on each side. That's
Gotcha.
a lot of room.
Gotcha. Yeah.
A lot of room.
That's a big difference.
I think it's a compelling fight. I think it's something that Israel needs because here's the other part of it too. Israel doesn't really do the marketing shit talk all that well. He needs somebody who's gonna play ball with him. Who were his last 3 guys? Vittori, not really that good. He hated him, and they tried to play that up, but it was fucking.
Dude, actually,
Whitaker and him are too respectful with each other, even though they don't like.
I kind of hated Vittori in that fight.
He sucked. He
was a little bitch about it too. He was like, "Yeah, I won."
Yeah,
like, then he wouldn't even shake it.
Izzy was like patting him on the ass, like, "Oh, I'm tapping." Yeah, it was fucking embarrassing. So I mean, the guys that he's in the guys that are at the middleweight. Who's the Brazilian cat? Paulo.
Italy
Costa?
needs a champion, just like.
Was it Paulo Costa? Was the other guy? Yeah, Paulo Costa. Okay, Paulo Costa can't really talk. I'm not shitting on the guy, but he can't really speak English all that well, so his shit talking skills fucking suck. You know?
Dude, and why is Izzy humping people like in the ring? That's not the place for that.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a fucking weirdo, dude. So I was kind of happy.
Yeah, dude. And what's up with his third nipple or whatever? That fucking thing comes out every now and then.
Weird man. Who knows? Fuck that guy. He just got hair plugs too, bitch. Anyway. So with the styles, obviously wrestler versus a heavy kickboxer is a intriguing style stylistically. Okay, that's like rock paper scissors. It's just getting inside on a 6'4" and keeping him down on a 6'4" when you're 5'10".
On a 6'4" Izzy. Yeah.
6'4" Izzy is 80-inch reach versus 72-inch. It's I don't know, man. Dude, if you're gonna be eating a lot of jabs and a lot of straights coming in, so you better one takedown. If you get a takedown early, you gotta have 3 minutes.
As tall as Izzy's knees. Like he could just raise. I
guarantee you. What the hell did you just do?
I just need my desk, bro.
Get in shape. This fucking guy. All right, so there you go. There's. All
right, Brad. All right, we got Elden Ring to play. We gotta.
There it is. Well, I've been playing. This guy's been farming fucking sheep, so whatever. He doesn't really play. But anyway, that's episode 2 in the books. Went over all the Patty bullshit. Went over all the Volkov bullshit. Let us know your thoughts about Colby and Izzy down below as a potential matchup. And we'll see you guys on the next episode when we talk about another free dog shit UFC. Actually, no, I think it's UFC 273, right? Is that the next one? Let's just give them a little outro here. No, the next one's Blades Dawkins.
Oh, God, we might not even be here, Chad. We might not even be here.
We'll give you 5 minutes on that fight, and then
give you a hot 10. We'll give you a hot 10 or something.
Dude, the co-main event is never mind. And then the next one
we'll
after
talk
that,
about that.
Yeah, the next one after that is 273. That's a big card. That's 2 title fights. That's featuring Alexander Volkanovski versus Korean Zombie.
I might actually buy.
The second fight on that one is Aljamain Sterling versus Peter Yan for their belt. Obviously, we know there's a lot of history there. And then we got the third fight on that one is Gilbert Burns, Khamzat Chimaev, which is a very, very highly touted, another hype guy coming in. And even the fucking other fights are pretty good. Mackenzie Dern.
You can parlay options on this
card.
Calvin
Gaslam's the curtain jerker here. This is going to be
card. You got round options on this card. You got decision options on this card.
You got it all. You got everything you need, everything you can want. All right, chat. We'll see you in the next one. Later. Peace.